Hey everyone, welcome to our 62nd episode of Brew Talk with Mr.Beer. I think it's 62 or 63. My name is Robert. I'll be your host for today's show. Appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in and watch us today. A little housekeeping before we get started. If you enjoyed today's episodes or any of our past episodes, please make sure to like or comment on whatever platform you are watching them on. Please make sure to share them with friends and family and on your social media and all that stuff. It really helps us out, helps us know that we're churning out good content. We post them on our blog page, mr.com/blog. You can also search all of our written blog articles on there. You can find our notes on there. There's a search feature where you can search your questions. It's a great place to find information. Also on our Facebook page, our YouTube page, and on our Instagram page. Please make sure that you're following us on all of our social media platforms. We do put a little bit of different content out on Instagram, stuff like that, than we do on other places. All right, so today's topic is a quick one, but I think it's something that we've seen a lot and something that actually kind of built out. So basically, what is the difference between sanitation, sterilization, and cleaning? I think these terms are used interchangeably. That's a good pronunciation there in brewing. So people aren't kind of sure when you clean, when you sanitize, what you're doing, vice versa. First off, sterilization in there, you don't really do that in brewing. Sterilization is the process of killing all living organisms and all sorts of things like surgical equipment, doctor's offices, all that stuff like that. It's not something that we do in brewing. When brewing, you're either going to be cleaning or you're going to be sanitizing. Those are kind of the two factors that you're going to be doing there. Obviously, the first thing you do when you're going to brew is you are going to sanitize. And this is a reduction or impairment of invasive and harmful pathogens, usually up to 99%. So killing just about everything that can cause harm to your beer, which is what you want to prevent. So what you'll do obviously to your fermenter, your bottles, and any other equipment that you're going to be using during the brewing process. We always say that's better to be safe than sorry when you sanitize things. So always over sanitize equipment than versus not sanitizing everything. If you're not sure if you're going to use something, sanitize it. If you're using your scissors to cut something and you're like, no, it's fine, sanitize them. Just make sure you sanitize everything that might come in contact with your beer at any part of the brewing process, from brewing to bottling. There's nothing worse than having a bad batch, so sanitize it all. End of story with that one. So next part obviously is cleaning. I think this is kind of something people can overlook sometimes. You want to make sure that you're cleaning all of your brewing equipment and all your bottles very well, or else you can get lingering flavors or lingering crud built up in there that can kind of mess up your brew. So cleaning is basically the act of removing unwanted substances such as in dirt and other contaminants from an item or the environment. So it's normally done to also prevent cross-contamination, which is something you want to do with brewing. The best time to clean your fermenter and your bottles are right after you use them. If you ever bottled a batch of beer and you let it sit, you let your fermenter sit for a couple days before you clean it, it's not going to be fun. And same thing when you are drinking beer. Once you finish a bottle, clean that bottle right away, because if you let them just sit for a little bit longer, that's what can solidify at the bottom. They get crusty, they get really hard to clean. So after you brew or bottle, after you bottle your beer, you gotta make sure that you clean out your fermenter right away. Like the best way that I've always done is after I bottle my beer, I give it a good rinse in warm water. If you have a sink with one of those little faucet things, you can spray in there, spray up in there, get all that gunk out. Then I usually take a paper towel or a soft cloth and wipe out the inside. Make sure you're getting all that gunk out of there. Make sure everything's out. Rinse it again a few more times. Make sure you're running water through your spigot. Take your spigot off the fermenter. Take your spigot apart. Make sure you're cleaning that as well. You're gonna make sure you're getting all that stuff that is in there out of there. Something that you can also use is we sell on our website. So it's the Craftmeister Oxygen Brewery Wash. It works really great. That's what we use here. So usually what we'll do is when we brew here is we'll follow those steps. We'll rinse everything really well with hot water. Take the spigot apart, rinse it, and then we'll put the spigot back on. You throw some brewery wash in there, fill it up with water, give it a good shake around, give it another good wipe down, then give it a thorough rinsing, and you're good to go. You don't have to worry about cross-contaminations or getting infected batches. Same thing when it comes to bottles. Once you finish a bottle of beer, rinse it with warm water a few times so you get all that shrub out of the bottom. Make sure it's clean, make sure all that stuff is out of there, let it air dry. It's good to go. You can put it upside down. I think if you want to let it sit up and air dry. We have a stack of bottles here that we do very well on reusing, and once we use it, we rinse it and it's ready to use again. So the bottles last a long time if you take care of them. And every once in a while, it doesn't hurt to soak your bottles in some of the Craftmeister Oxygen Brewery Wash, just to make sure it's going to get up any of that crud out of there. So what I've done in the past, either fill up a sink or like a 5-gallon bucket, some of that, soak your bottles in it, soak some of your equipment in it, just make sure it gets all nice and clean. So that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. I appreciate you taking the time to tune in and watch the video. Hope you learned something. If you want to see our notes, they're on mrbeer.com/blog. You'll find them there. Also, if you want to learn more about Mr. Beer, brewing with Mr. Beer, hang out with awesome Mr. Beer enthusiasts, join our Facebook group, Mr. Beer's Brewing Society. You can find that by searching Mr. Beer's Brewing Society on Facebook. There's also a link to it in the footer of our website as well. If you're looking to get there, please answer the 3 questions. We'll let you in. We usually let people in about once or twice a week. It's an awesome group, growing super fast. All kinds of fun information there, recipes, pictures, all kinds of cool things. I appreciate you guys tuning in today. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope you guys have a great holiday weekend, drinking some homebrew with some friends and family. I'll see you guys next week. Cheers.